They didn't fire her quietly. They humiliated her on purpose. The boardroom was staged like an execution. Cameras positioned, directors silent. The chairman enjoyed every second as he erased her title, mocked her authority, and reduced her to a spectacle in front of the people she once led. They expected tears, begging, collapse. Instead, she stayed calm and let them believe the humiliation had broken her. What they never understood was this: the firing wasn't the end. It was the trigger. While they congratulated themselves, the clock was already running. And when it stopped, no one at that table would still have a career to stand on. The boardroom lights were too bright for mercy. They wanted witnesses, not resolution. Marissa Cole stood at the end of the table while the directors settled in, papers aligned like a verdict already written. Phones rested face down, ready to be flipped. The chairman, Edgar Vance, waited for the quiet to harden. "We'll make this efficient," Edgar said. "This company needs a reset." Marissa met his eyes and said nothing. Edgar nodded to the secretary. A document appeared on the screen. Termination language, effective immediately. The room leaned forward, eager for collapse. "You were a risk we tolerated," Edgar continued. "Today we correct that." A few directors avoided her gaze. Others watched closely, curious how humiliation would land. Edgar slid a folder toward her. "Sign. We'll announce the transition." Marissa didn't touch it. Edgar smiled. "Refusal will complicate matters." "So will lies," she replied. The smile thinned. "Careful." The vice chair cleared his throat. "Let's proceed." Edgar stood. By unanimous decision, Marissa Cole is removed as chief executive. Her access is revoked. Security will escort her after she signs. Silence followed, thick and deliberate. Marissa lifted the pen, then set it down beside the folder. "I won't sign." Murmurs stirred. Edgar waved them down. "You don't need to." He turned to the room. "We did this by the book." Marissa reached into her bag and placed a small device on the table. Not dramatic, just present. "You did it on camera," she said. Edgar laughed once. "Everything is on camera." "Yes," Marissa replied, "including you." A director shifted. "What is that?" "Time," Marissa said. Edgar tapped the table. "Enough." Security appeared at the door, already briefed. The head of compliance, Jonah Reed, tried to intervene. "Edgar, we should slow—" "Sit down," Edgar snapped. Marissa turned to Jonah. "You asked me to document pressure, I did." Edgar's jaw set. "This meeting is adjourned." "No," Marissa said. "It's concluded." She tapped the device once. The screens flickered. A new window opened, sealed files unlocking in sequence, approvals, messages, transfers. A quiet gasp ran the length of the table. Edgar barked, "Who authorized this?" A calm voice filled the room from the speakers. "We did." The doors opened. 2 agents entered, credentials visible, movements practiced. The room forgot how to breathe. "Edgar Vance," one agent said, "you're under investigation for securities fraud, coercion, and obstruction." Chairs scraped. Someone swore under their breath. Edgar stood too fast. "This is absurd." The second agent held up a tablet. "We have recordings, correspondence, financial routing, including today." Edgar pointed at Marissa. "She planned this." Marissa met his stare. "You staged my firing," she said evenly. "I staged accountability." A director tried to speak. The agent raised a hand. "Please remain seated." Edgar laughed, brittle. "You think this makes her CEO again?" "It makes the company solvent," the agent replied. "For the first time in months." Jonah rose slowly. "You used us," he said to Edgar. Edgar rounded on him. "Sit down." The agent stepped closer. "Sir." Edgar's voice cracked. This is my company. Marissa shook her head. It never was. She turned to the board. You watched this happen because you thought it was safe. You were wrong. One by one, directors avoided her gaze. A few nodded, shame settling in. The agent continued, effective now. The board is suspended pending review. Interim governance is established. Edgar's shoulders sagged. You can't do this. We already did, the agent said. Security returned, not for Marissa, for Edgar. His phone chimed repeatedly. Access denied. Accounts locked. The sound was small. The consequence was not. As Edgar was led away, he looked back at Marissa. You'll burn this place down. She didn't raise her voice. You already did. The room buzzed with phones lighting up, markets reacting, counsel calling. The secretary sat frozen, hands trembling. The agent turned to Marissa. Ms. Cole, pending formalities, you're reinstated. Marissa nodded. Begin stabilization. Jonah exhaled. What do you need? Transparency, she said, and a list of who voted. The vice chair swallowed. We all did. Marissa regarded him. Then you'll all explain yourselves. She moved to the head of the table and stood there, not claiming the chair yet. This company survives because people do the right thing when it's hard, she said. Today, too many chose comfort. A director found his voice. We didn't know how far it went. That, Marissa said, is not a defense. The agents finished their notes and stepped aside. The room belonged to her now, not by announcement, but by consequence. Marissa finally took the seat. The table fell silent. We rebuild, she said, or we leave. No one argued. She stood and gathered the folder Edgar had slid toward her earlier. She placed it in the center of the table. Keep this, she said. As a reminder. Marissa walked out the same way she had entered, unescorted. Behind her, systems updated, titles dissolved, and assumptions collapsed. They tried to shame her into silence. She answered with endings.